Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso here on SABC3. Now, when you look in the mirror, do you consider yourself beautiful? That's the question we're asking today. Well, Dove has just released a film called Choose Beautiful, in which they travel to 5 cities across the world to prove that beauty is a choice, and the power of that choice is in your hands.
We had an option of 2 pathways to walk, and they led to 2 doorways.
It was a bit confronting, actually, to be honest, to see these big signs and feeling like you had to choose and be self-conscious of how you perceive yourself and perhaps if it lines up with how the rest of the world perceives you.
I went through the average door.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I didn't even hesitate.
Mas eu acho que é mais porque eu me arrependi da escolha porque era diferente do que eu vivo, é diferente do que eu sou.
Am I choosing because of what's constantly bombarded at me, what I'm being told that I should accept, or am I choosing because that's what I really believe?
Todos os dias eu passo pela porta comum e ontem foi um dia único e eu optei por passar pelo bonita.
I wanted to go through the average door, but my mum just pulled me over to the beautiful door.
It was quite a triumphant feeling. It was like telling the world, I think I'm beautiful.
Beautiful is a great word. So why not see what's on the other side of that?
Powerful stuff, right? The beautiful door or the average door, which one would you have chosen? With us in studio to discuss our perceptions of beauty and what we can do to change those perceptions is psychologist Megan de Beer. Megan, wow, what an amazing clip that we just watched, right?
Yeah, and a powerful subject and a very important conversation.
Yes. I'm reading here that the campaign found that a staggering 96% of women did not choose the word beautiful when describing what they looked like and rather went through the average door. Why do you think this is?
Sure, it raises a lot of kind of sadness for what we do as women, because I think that we've got a misconception about what beauty is. Beauty is not about what you look like. There's no doubt about that. And this description of what we should look like is so narrow. We kind of put a celebrity up there and think we need to look like that celebrity. It's so narrow. We've got to be the best expression of who we are. We can't be a copy of someone else. So I think it's kind of getting over this idea that we've got to conform and we've got to be something that we're not.
I love the whole idea of having the beautiful door and the average door. When a woman has a negative perception of herself, what she looks like, what she feels like, what does that do to her approach to life?
I think that self-judgment is so insidious and horrid. And the more we have a self kind of loathing attitude to ourselves, or we wake up thinking we're not enough of something, or if you emphasizing the external as opposed to who you are and what you bring to the world. I mean, after all, we are all walking miracles.
Yes.
And we're expressions of ourselves, not an expression of a celebrity. And we need to begin to celebrate that diversity and celebrate, you know, the different phases of womanhood. You can't just be one thing and stay in that kind of mold. You've got to kind of break out of the mold and be all the expressions that we are. And that's what we loved. I think what I adored about watching this is that women on their own might have been trying to judge themselves, and then it shows that voice of judgment again, like, am I average, am I beautiful? A horrible position to be in. But did you notice how friends and family and loved ones, I was like, no, we're going through the beautiful, and what kind of, unfortunately, courage that takes, because it shouldn't take courage to say that. So I think we got to start focusing on our qualities.
Now, talking about that, what does one do? Like, surely there has to be practical measures that you can put in place, because it might be a little difficult for us to walk through that beautiful door, because we're like thinking about who's seeing me, do they actually believe that I'm beautiful? But within ourselves, what can we do to start creating those positive messages so that we believe them?
I think this campaign shows it so clearly. Is the first is this voice of judgment, that we look at our faults first before we look at our negatives. The second is comparing ourselves to others. We have to stop comparing ourselves to others. And I think it starts in families when, you know, someone says unwittingly, oh, but look at how your sister does it, or look how your brother does it, or look how your friend did that. And there's those comparisons, and we all responsible for that. We need to start emphasizing the beauty within as opposed to the beauty out, and start saying to our friends, our families, our little girls, I love the way you were, what you said to your friend, that was so kind. I enjoy that you're so giving or funny or witty, and you start emphasizing the kind of qualities that are within, because I think the telescope needs to move from looking at what's out there and comparing ourselves to what I say, to looking within, and it starts there.
Absolutely.
And I think by being grateful first, and I kind of practiced that this morning, really waking up and doing an attitude of gratitude. And I also took a moment to wish myself well.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's hard for us to do that.
It is.
I wish myself well, and then I wish everyone else well as well. And just that slight shift of emphasis, where it wasn't about rushing to the mirror, putting my makeup on. It was more about, let me wish myself well.
Absolutely.
Let me wish myself
I
happiness.
couldn't agree more.
You know?
I couldn't agree more.
And wish others.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is a topic we can talk about for ages and ages, but thank you so much, Dr. Megan, for being here. I think we need to continue this conversation a lot more. The question is, if you had the opportunity, would you have walked through the beautiful door or the average door? Let us know on our Facebook page, and let's continue that spread of positiveness with Katlego.